Hi, welcome back to Susan's Kitchen Corner, and this is the second installment of making tortillas. So, it's been 25 minutes. Here's the dough. And so what we're going to need is 2 pans preheated and at low, each of them low. So as you're setting the timer, letting the timer go about maybe 5 minutes before it goes off, set them to low so they're nice and hot. And you probably noticed I made a new second video because I'm not explaining the first one. I explained myself. Well, I'm like thinking to myself, well, let's just make a new video and then it's not going to look so awkward. It'll just 78 billion people is out the door. Okay, so take the dough, and now here's where you can use your scale. My scale, currently the battery is dead, so I'm going to have to use my hands, which is okay. But when it's on a scale, I like to put it towards kilograms, and when it pops up 55, that makes nice, perfect, even little balls. And so we're just going to tear pieces off. I've seen people squeeze it like this. I don't know. I don't like doing it. I like rolling it between my hands. So I guess everyone is different. So it's about this size. So put it in your hand. Put your hand over it, and if you can cup your hand, depending what size your hand is too. But if it squishes like this, take a little bit away. Re-roll it. Cup it. And that's how I gauge it. And then, so there, it's holding its shape. So when I roll it and I cup my hands over it, now we're not squishing it, we're just cupping our hands over it. So when your hands are cupped, it should retain its shape. So let me, well, there they are. Okay, so here's the ball. Here's a walnut. So you can get an idea how big this is to scale it, because everyone's hand size is different. Okay, so now what we're going to do, put the dough back in the bowl, and this is what I do. You flatten it out, and then you put your thumbs in the middle. Should move my camera a little bit. I'm having a hard time staying. Put your thumbs in the middle and make a disc. And just work your way around. And as you're doing this, you can dredge it in flour. And always have a little thing, a little glass dish. Yes, a little thing with thing in it. And don't forget to thing your thing. Okay, back to reality. Dredge it in flour. Just pat it. And since I have my handy dandy cover on my computer, I can put it close up to the screen. So keep on working it like this. Make a bigger disc. And then from there, we're going to put it on a rolling pin. We're going to put it on the cutting board, not the rolling pin. And here's my rolling pin, $2. I'm not into expensive stuff. If it's round and it can roll, it's a rolling pin. And if you don't have a rolling pin, inside of a tube for paper towel, wax paper, look for the especially really thick ones. This one is not thick. This is very thin, so it squishes too much and it won't work. But if you have one that's really thick and you leave the wrapping paper on, it works perfectly and it's non-stick. So we're going to do the same thing we did with when we flattened it out with our fingers. We're going to roll, turn from the middle. And don't forget to add the flour to it. So roll out from the middle, turn, roll out, turn, roll out. Now these don't have to be perfect. I mean, I've seen people on YouTube roll out tortillas and they look like they're machine rolled out. So turn, roll out, turn, come over it. Okay. And if you do have a rip like I just did, take it, pinch it together with your finger where the rip is, and roll over it, and your rip is gone. Okay, so here's our tortilla. Right? Okay, now put it down on the pan, and don't forget to shake it, because you want to shake it because you don't want the tortilla to stick. That's a bad thing. If the tortilla stick, it's you want it to move. It's kind of hard to get off the pan if it sticks. Let's make another one. So it's the same thing. Just keep on rolling it, and if it doesn't fit between your hands, take a pinch away. If it flattens, just keep on doing that, and when it holds its shape, voila. And another good thing to do is when you put it in the flour, you can see this. Wind it up. Take your knuckle, press it down, turn it over. Just dredging the dough a couple times. Shake it off, and I'll show you one more time. Here we go. And you make a little disc and take it over the board. Let's roll it out. Okay, now this is puffing up really nicely. See how it has bubbles? The bubbles on it. Now it's not done yet, though. It's got a little bit brown, but maybe just a little bit brown. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, let's roll the second one. And it's sticking a little bit, so add a little flour if it sticks. And another thing you can do is take the flour to your roller, like that. Okay, here we go. Let's put that on a second. Okay. Oh, I folded it in half. Okay. Great. Now it's a little bit darker. Now you can see that it's a little bit darker. That's what you want. So let's put that down. Make another one. Now I'm going to speed things up here. I'm not going to go through all the tortillas right now. But what we are going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of different things you can do with the tortillas, which are kind of fun and creative. I hope, I think, if somebody already hasn't done it. So, because you know everything you do, there's so many people out there who do the same thing. So it's not really being creative or doing something original. It's basically just rehashing the same stuff. So here we go. So don't forget to dredge your little ball of tortilla ball. Okay, shake it off. And what we're going to do now is, let's see. Yep, nice and done. So this is a completed tortilla, which is really hot. And my fingers are burning. Make sure you always have a plate so you can stack them. See how the other one's doing? Great. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to roll the tortilla out. And we're going to use cookie cutters. And this is great for kids or adults like me that like making fun shapes to eat. Because I think food should be very pleasing to look at when you eat it. And sometimes you can get creative. So here's my maple leaf. And I'm going to punch it the right way this time. Because last time I punched it and it was backwards, so it didn't cut as well. Okay. A little tiny maple leaf, kind of. See it? There we go. Okay, put it down. I noticed these cook faster for some reason, but let's not forget about this one. Okay, second one done. And then I have a round. And then what you can do with these, so I have another shape here too, which I think I'll just call it the flower shape because it's like if you put like a little circle in the middle, it looks like a flower. So let's do that one. Put that down. And what you can do with these is you can stack them for breakfast. So I'm going to show you how to make it, well, not make an egg mixture, because all you have to do is crack the egg and take the fork to it. That's not hard to do, but you break a couple of eggs. After these are done, then you dredge these in egg, and then you take them to a pan that has butter wiped around in it. So take the a stick of butter like this. Take this off, of course with a clean pan. Okay, 5 hours later, and what I do is you let the pan warm up and then you just kind of melt the butter, but you only keep one butter for this. This is something you use only for that because it's so it goes down and you're not continuously opening up more and more butter. So let's put that back in the butter container. Okay, let's see how our shapes are doing. And I'm not going to use my fingers with this one because this one I can't grab the corner. So let me get my spatula. Okay, great. Well, the circle didn't really turn into a circle. It's more like an oval shape or an egg shape. And there's the maple leaf. It's not done on the other side, but you can see it. And then here's the flower shape. Ow, ow, ow. See? And, okay. And then what you want to do is you want to take the scrap and re-mold it. And let's see if I'm missing anything here, because I'm going to turn off the video and I'm going to go, oh, I forgot that. Well, there is one more thing I want to mention. If you want to see tortillas being made, I don't have this memorized, but homemade tortillas, like authentic with a stone, which is really cool, go to Magdala's Traditional Tortillas. And Magdala is spelled M-A-G-D-A-L-E-N-A-S. Traditional Tortillas. Really neat video. It's like it's cool watching actual old stuff being used, like a stone I don't even know what it's called. It's not a mortar and pestle. It's actually a grinding stone. You'll see what I mean. And if you want to see how bad tortillas are made, go to BV Tortilla and compare the two and say which one you like better. So homemade tortillas are awesome. Let's take a bite. There's lots of ways to make tortilla. I even have a video where I'm going to be making yogurt tortillas, which are very delicious and better for breakfast too. They're really soft and rich. And I'll take another bite. They are very good. What's neat is when you make your tortillas, you'll make them in your own special way that's completely different from everyone else, because everyone cooks different. Everyone has their own idea of what to do. So you might add some your own style or your own creativity. So done, and ouch. Okay, I'll see you later. Next post, we're going to be making, we're going to be dredging the tortillas in egg, and I'm going to make a tangerine syrup that goes on top of it. So, see you next time. Ciao.